OMG and Invictus Gaming. Let's see how this game unwinds, as already we have the bans coming through. Invictus Gaming with the Lee Sin set and Nocturne ban kind of daring OMG to ban the Renekton, which they did not opt to do, which leads Invictus Gaming to surely pick it. This champion, of course, has a 99% presence in LPL, which means it's either banned or picked 99% of the games, the most out of any champion. That's of course followed by Nocturne, which we do see is banned. And on the side of OMG, it looks like they're very happy with the Udyr pick. Thinking of last game, there was a lot more dive potential available to OMG. Right now, it looks like they're taking a step back and trying to be a little bit more passive. Thresh, not exactly the ultimate dive champion. On the side of Invictus Gaming, it looks like they're more interested in opting for a jungler now. In terms of jungling, at least, it seems as though... Oh, I see, I made a mistake. Okay, never mind. It looks like Diana will be the pick for Invictus Gaming. For Rookie in the mid lane, since they're going to be playing more towards top side, I wouldn't be surprised to see, I was going to say, a Twisted Fate over here. But Varus, of course, is also the most banned AD carry in the game, and I think the second most picked AD carry for the LPL. Outside of OMG, it looks like they're going to continue on with their scaling composition. That Aphelios in the bottom lane looks to be kept pretty safe here. Invictus Gaming, generally with a Nocturne, generally with a Renekton, it's an indicator you want to build and play more towards the top side. OMG could look to ban out the Twisted Fate here. That's one of the most classic duos. Kind of surprised that Invictus Gaming did not opt for the Nidalee with Fortune, instead opting for the Diana, which takes a bit of time to scale up to its level 6 kind of first power spike as the Akali ban comes in. Krem, of course, is the Akali not one trick, but he is the assassin player between the two, as the Nautilus is also banned. That is a no, your AD carry cannot play the game champion for OMG. Meanwhile, on the side of Invictus Gaming, they could look to ban out another assassin pick here. Looks like they are less interested in allowing OMG to have a safe top laner. OMG actually can opt for still a Scion. The thing is, if you opt for a Scion, you are kind of playing the game with two scaling, losing lanes. Admittedly, Scion after some point will be safe from almost anything, but you need a strong point to play from. I like this Jace pick, though I think I would more prefer a Ngar pick. Volibear is pretty good too. I would like the Ngar pick. Volibear would be fantastic as well, and that is eventually what they do choose to go for. Volibear has a pretty decent time against Renekton in lane. And on the side of Invictus Gaming, you definitely want to have mid priority. Ryze is the pick here. And if I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I don't know if it's like the most ideal pick. I think OMG have an opportunity here to just go for, you could go for scaling with the Victor, or maybe even the Orianna, or you could go for push here, get the Zoe pick, perma mid lane prio. But what am I saying? Of course, Krem is going to try and assassinate Rookie in the mid lane. Sylas is a pretty decent pick here. You can steal a very nice Leona as well as Varus, and not to mention that Diana ulti. I wonder if Invictus Gaming saw that coming, but also not the easiest time getting priority in the mid lane against Arise, because of course Sylas does kind of need to be in melee range to begin clearing out the waves, and that's where the overloads can come in from the minions, just start bouncing everywhere, and pretty much just one-shot everything. Looking at both the teams, Invictus Gaming, despite having a Renekton top, it doesn't look like they're going to be particularly capable of applying too much pressure in the early game, given the Volibear that is up there as well, matching him. OMG, simple front-to-back team fighting, keep Abel safe. Abel, of course, is, I think, the fifth highest farming player, in the LPL, with all 5 of them being AD carries, of course. I do believe leading the list is... Who do we have leading the list? I'm pretty sure we have... leading list, we have Gala, of course, and then we have Dracula, followed by Light, SamD, and finally Abel at 9.4 CS a minute. Which means, of course, this is in a way, theoretically speaking, based on statistics, this is perfect for Abel. Because you just leave him alone and he'll definitely be able to go get farm. And honestly, let's just talk about Abel for a second, because this man is absolutely crazy. He is in contention for top farmer. He is in contention for the best farm in the game, I'm pretty sure. He has one. He's also on the table when it comes to the top multi kills, with of course, given the penta kills that are going down, he doesn't have a penta, admittedly, but he has the most double kills in the LPL at 15, most triple kills as well on 7. And I suppose a lot of it is due to the fact that he generally plays the Kaisa, so he can generally get into the thick of the fights. He's got really good decision making. He can really fly in there. Not really what you're going to be able to do on the Aphelios. It's going to be more about sitting back and letting the enemy come to you. And given this particular team composition, I think Invictus Gaming, they don't exactly have the best tools to get on top of him. It's not like how it was last game with Wink on the Kog'Maw, the Akali, the Rumble, the Nocturne, just everything was there to just jump, pounce, and utterly sorry, it wasn't even a Nocturne, it was a set in the top lane to just pounce on and destroy Wink. In this situation, Abel is, I think, in a much better situation and will be able to probably get a little bit more done, especially with Cold and Aki just hard camping him in lane. Now, it looks like the game is going to begin in the usual fashion, which gives us some time to continue talking. Abel so far playing a fantastic series, a little bit of a contest in bot lane for the Vision. Of course, melee engaged supports in the bot lane. That is really that's really the main objective right now in bot lane, and that is that middle bush, as Aki not opting for the two camps at the same time start, one at a time. A little bit of a classic play there, as Rookie just trading a little bit in the mid lane. So Invictus Gaming don't really have the best composition to jump onto Abel in the late game, which means that Abel, unlike Wink in the last game, will have some opportunities available to him. On the side of Invictus Gaming, however, of course, you got Nenny to play towards in the top side. Despite the fact that Volibear does equalize the lane and does nullify some of that early game pressure, the facts remain that you can definitely still play through a Renekton. He's not exactly a champion that goes into the late game. So regardless of really what the lane assignment is, you kind of need him to pop off. Otherwise, he's not going to be as effective as the Volibear later on for sure. Rookie though can set up very nice ganks aside from getting mid prio and constant harass. He also can provide some great in gank setup for Shin, although Krem is going to have such insane Merc Treads value this game. Looking at the team composition, every member of the team has some form of CC, and while Shin doesn't have CC, he is an AP champion. So this game, Merc Tread value for OMG are going to be through the roof. Same can kind of be said for Invictus Gaming. Plenty of CC on the side of OMG. Looks like in general, this is going to be Merc Tread Haven, as Shin completing his full clear now, coming into the bot side river as Aki mirroring him up towards the top side. Sorry, a little bit pronunciation error. As we see here, Nenny not really having the time of his life. I suppose that's one of the flaws of having the Renekton be first picked as Rookie, trying to pressure out the wave as much as possible. Aki basically here to leech XP by the looks of it. Don't think he'll try for anything here. Rookie is in a perfectly safe position. Bot side, a little bit of a replay. Let's see what goes on. Oh, a Death Sentence hit, instant cleanse forced out of Wink in the bot lane. Only summoner spell that is off the map right now. Surprising little bit of resistance being put up by Abel and OMG as the Zenith Blade comes in, gets disrupted by the Zenith Blade, by the Flay. Unfortunately for him, another Flay coming in, and that's the end as Abel flashes forward. Unfortunately, I think he's flashed himself into his death as Wink just picks him up. Cold in a little bit of a duel, does have more HP, does have the jungle coming down. Cold does have flash. Flay will soon be available. Death Sentence goes out, flings wide, and Wink will be safe. A little bit of an emote flash coming in as in the mid lane now, Rookie and Krem just flying at each other. Rookie having recall does now have even more mana to his name. Krem is incredibly low on mana, and I know his name is meant to be Cream, but I kind of like Krem. Anyways, nice little play coming in. Lucas going a little bit too far, a tad bit too far, getting disrupted by the Flay, and then after that, the beautiful Death Sentence follow up. Abel was not able to do too much he was able to output the damage, but unfortunately, in order to finish it off, he did need to flash in. I don't know if that's good or bad. He did get a kill, he did die. It is pretty much even on CS. He did manage to catch most of the wave that crashed. So overall, I do believe that Yeah, OMG are definitely happy with what happened over there. As a flash coming in, Aki being flashed on, Death Sentence coming in as well. Abel is in the river. Lucas is being taken incredibly low, but looks like there will be nothing to be done here as Shin rounding the corner with Rookie easy mid lane priority. Means OMG forced to give this up. And so far, all of the aggression we've seen is from the bottom lane. A little bit of a nuisance in the mid lane is Rookie as he just walks forward, tanking a tower shot, but definitely able to disrupt the back here from Kem, which means Aki is definitely going to have to come in and is going to need to relieve some of this pressure. The question is, will Rookie be able to run away from this? He does have his ultimate, no flash available for either champion, but an ultimate only against a Silas as well as an Udyr is a little bit of a tough task, I think. It looks like, funnily enough, Invictus Gaming are completely playing towards this top side, bot side. I don't know how much I like this, as it looks like they are about to have Renekton that's about to be towered. The Stormbringer is active, and it is put down to turn off the tower. Nenny's still trying to dance around tower, does not have level 6, does not have Dominus, as the tower comes back online to blast a last few shots in. Rookie and Shin are in the bot side. Cold, unfortunately, is absolutely dove. Abel is going to be not long for this world as Lucas perfectly executed dive, tanking 2 shots. And was it worth it? No, sir, no. So Invictus Gaming are losing the side that they, what I thought would be their strong side. Okay, that's a surprise. But at the same time, OMG are losing their win condition, and that is of course the scaling Ophelia. So I think a little bit of a disaster is unfolding because of course Volibear, I mean, as we saw, he's perfectly self-sufficient in that lane, somehow getting a XP lead, getting 6 first, perfectly called the jungler over, stacked the wave very nicely, turned off the tower. This was a beautiful realm walk, pretty much zoning Abel from the lantern from cold, and then a little, this is literal 2 separate 1v2, 2v1s. And that's just what you get when you have mid lane priority. You can just play towards whichever side you want. And it looks like right now they're just focusing in on OMG's bottom lane. And it was only possible really because Aki was initiating that dive up in the top lane. So they probably got some awareness. Nenny probably said, guys, I think I'm about to be dove here. I either need help or we need to make a play across the map. And make a play across the map they did. It would have been a little bit more dangerous if Aki was there and if Krem was there as well. But as it stands, perfect rotations come in from Invictus Gaming. Dragon was taken as well about a minute ago. Didn't really see that on the board. But Rift Herald will be up in 15 seconds. Top side right now is a strong side for OMG. That being said, Lucas can be unlocked to roam. And this is one of the things about Ophelia's compositions is that you really can't allow the Thresh to initiate the roam so much. It really isn't his place to be proactive with the roams. And looks like Invictus Gaming are here for the Rift Herald, rotating their bot lane up. Wink is walking back towards the bottom side as Abel and Colt continue to push it in. No interest in contesting this whatsoever, as to be expected. Now back to what I was saying, this is the problem of course when you have a Leona lane, when you have a Thresh lane as a result of having a scaling AD carry who is immobile. That could be the Jinx, it could really be the Kog'Maw, though Kog'Maw Thresh isn't really something you generally see. And that is that you cannot really abandon your AD carry and be proactive in the roam game. You have to stay with them, you have to ensure they don't get doven. They are generally your win condition come mid and late game, and you need to be the one nurturing them to that point in time. That's why you see Cold with the Guardian instead of the Aftershock per se, because playmaking is not going to be his thing outside of lane for probably 20-25 minutes. Now that does allow Lucas to roam up and secure Rift Herald, even though Invictus Gaming are more interested seemingly in playing towards the bottom side despite the Renekton pick. But that's just the flexibility that a mid-game power spike AD carry who can be left alone, has decent wave clear gives you, and as well as the power of a roaming engage support like the Leona. Long range engage support, don't forget that part. Now it looks like a little bit of a tussle is going on for that soon to be spawning bot side Scuttle Crab. OMG not wanting any of this are actually considering a recall. Abel now is alone under tower, needs to be a little bit careful. If Invictus Gaming start walking up right now, he could be in a little bit of danger if they realize. They don't know of course that he is alone. And meanwhile in the mid lane, Rookie having enough of being bullied in game 1 is turning up the heat on Krem in game 2. And Invictus Gaming with a full infestation of the jungle. Aki is just here to ensure that his win condition doesn't get dove yet again. If you see, both junglers really only pathing towards top side to clear out the camps, maybe contest a Rift Herald or a Scuttle Crab. But aside from that, top lane is not where either of them want to be. And in an isolated situation, New is actually building up a significant lead. Unfortunately, it is not to be, as Rift Herald is job signaling the end of bot side tower. Lucas, now channeling his recall, will be able to roam across the map. Now, will they continue to pressure with the Varus, at least in the mid lane? Maybe even in, maybe in the mid lane. As a flash coming in, stunned up, Cole actually predicting with the death sentence beautifully. Follow up with the flay, and Krem is gifted a kill. Cole, beautiful predict on the death sentence, predicting Rookie's flash. Overusing that word. Okay, and just giving his mid laner some respite, as New under tower even is able to continuously harass Neni, who, I mean, all things considered, is doing a pretty decent job. Is falling quite far behind though on gold. Watch this absolute killer of a death sentence. He was winding it up before Rookie flashed, and he just absolutely decimates him. However, that's probably not going to happen anymore because, of course, of this lane rotation, as Dominus is popped in the jungle. Cold is up there as well. The lantern is tossed out, but the hook brings him back into New. Aki joining the fight. Shrimp jumping in, does not have an escape, does have his flash. However, teleport is coming in. That is Krem. And it looks to be a little bit of a disengage coming in here. Aki is just walking out with the bear stats. Needs to be careful of the ruthless predator coming in from Neni. Could do chunk him out quite severely. Dragon is spawning in 15 seconds time, and it is Invictus Gaming's prerogative to get this, as Abel is alone, needs to be careful as the flank is coming in quite wide from both Wink and Lucas. Rookie is 1v1ing him, is having the time of his life as the overloads just come in. Lucas here for an assist. It looks to be given over to Wink actually, as Abel nearly thinking he is safe. And yet again, OMG go for play in the top side. Invictus Gaming target out OMG's win condition. And overall, who has it better? I'm pretty comfortable, I think, if I were Invictus Gaming, because you're like, alright, so we kind of didn't get anything top lane, neither did they. We blew their mid lane teleport. We still have Rookie's teleport. Neni's teleport's coming off cooldown as well, and then the win condition of Abel is just gone. That's what happens when Cole leaves Abel's side. Just that's one time. One time, he left his side. Okay, Rookie got killed in mid lane, true. But then after that, going top to try and save his top laner leads to his AD carry dying, and that's of course not at all what you want to see. Rookie now is still somehow behind behind in terms of experience and gold from Krem, I think, as after the kill, I suppose. As the tussle continues, Dragon has already fallen, but Invictus Gaming are looking to contest the little objectives as well. So with the Dragon stacking, it is time for Invictus Gaming to begin applying pressure onto OMG. Abel, with 3 deaths already, is not in a comfortable position at all. Is quite far away from completing at least like one component and the recipe itself, away from completing his own mythic item. While Wink, on the other hand, does have his Prowler's Claw. All things considered, no tower has fallen yet, but tower taking is Invictus Gaming's ball, side of the court, I suppose. 57.9% tower taking rate, as opposed to the 21% on OMG. OMG really not about winning out the early game so much, more about kind of winning out the mid game, I suppose, with the rotations and stuff. That being said, OMG are the ones who have comparatively a much higher first blood rate with 63.2%, as opposed to Invictus Gaming, who only get first blood in 43% of their games. So far though, this game has been I think that's what happened. Yeah, Nani was the first one to die in this game, I'm pretty sure. No, he wasn't. Lucas was the first one to die. So yeah, it all kind of follows the statistics. OMG doing a good job despite having a scaling composition in getting the first blood. Unfortunately, their tower taking does not tend to be as strong as Cole is. Then for Solar Flare is available, as is the Chains of Corruptions, as it looks like Aki is the focus here, not for so long, unfortunately. One of the engage tools from Invictus Gaming is out. However, thankfully, based on their composition, they have very good engage with the Leona. Fantastic follow-up as well with the Rune Prison, with the Diana Ultimate, as well as with the Ruthless Predator from the Renekton. Now, with Dragon spawning, Invictus Gaming will be able to pressure OMG into fighting them. 2 minutes and 53 seconds for Soul Point to come up. The siege of mid lane continues. Aki and Cole trying for a flank, but Lucas and Shun were there to ward them off. A rotation is coming in here with New coming towards the bot side, while Neni does have control of the top side. Teleport is available as the death sentence lands onto Lucas as the ultimate comes in. The absolute decimating the bot lane of OMG. I did not see that. Didn't even have to use flash as before the teleport completes and New joins the fight. 3 of his players are dead. Krem forced to just abduct himself over the wall, and that, just like that, the Diana pick coming in huge, using the rocket belt to close the distance. Flash not even required, I suppose. I didn't see Shun's positioning so absolutely perfectly. And Rift Herald will fall. Even more pressure is going to be given over to Invictus Gaming to begin sieging down these towers. Mid lane TO3 is also going to fall, as nothing could have been done, I suppose, over there. Let's get a quick replay, as I do believe action is about to be winding down as teams take their resets. I mean, Rift Herald is definitely going over to Shin. There's literally nothing even remotely nearby. Vision-wise, we don't really have too much going on. It's, oh my god, Invictus Gaming absolutely just tearing OMG apart. Top tower falls as well. Huge gold influx. 5,000 gold lead. Let's see. Oh, Shin just sees it. He just sees it. It wasn't greedy for the crescent sweep. Just saw it, went in, and then the counter ultimate coming in from Krem, not really doing too much in that fight. Ooh, wow, I felt that the gravity of that ultimate really hitting hard, as Invictus Gaming find themselves like, okay, now 4,000 gold ahead, 4 kills up, 3 towers up as well. Taking a gander at items, really New is the only saving grace here, as then he walks straight into a bush, not realizing that Aki and Cole were in the location as well. Flash is available, but I do not think it's going to be wasted here, as there is no way he was getting out of that. No time to buy. Unfortunately, fortunately for OMG, they will be able to take this tower, of course, with a 3-man strong. Need to be careful, however. Where is Abel? They're pinging him. They want to Rift Herald down mid lane. They want to dive him if he even steps remotely close to this tower. As the flank is coming in now from OMG, from the bottom side, the 3-man party is coming up. They don't have... Oh, as in goes Shin and out goes Abel, I suppose. I was... Wow, okay, that's crazy. As the corrupting chains comes in and Krem gets taken down too. Oh my goodness, the flank was coming in from the the trio of OMG, but unfortunately it is not to be, as Invictus Gaming are just barreling their way down mid lane. 4 players strong. It's a 5v3 situation. Dragon is spawning in 9 seconds. That is going to be what Invictus Gaming are able to fall back upon. Nenny even teleporting in to continuously apply pressure. Krem is dead for another 15 seconds as in goes New. Lantern to bring him out before the solar flare tags him out. And just like that, they managed to defend most of their tower. Most of their Nexus towers, I suppose. But the Constellation Dragon, at this point, it isn't even a constellation, it's a follow-up prize, as Invictus Gaming absolutely in control of this game, and I really don't expect it to go very much more than 25 minutes. 8 minutes is a lot of grace period given to OMG given this point in time, with Baron spawning in 2 minutes time. Krem absolutely not tanky enough to be able to jump into any situation. Desperately needs his Zonians right now. Abel, I'm not really sure how many items he's on at this current point in time, but the gold lead has ballooned from 4,000 to 5,000. He's at 1.5 items, and let's see, Shun just seeing the opportunity, saw that Abel was going to try and use his ultimate, and then just the proto belt into the E, and then Krem here, I really don't know how he got so exploded. It really was just it was just the blight stacks as well as the piercing arrow, and he was not long for this world indeed. Abel is going to have a steady stream of income with mid lane constantly pushing towards him. However, another weakness of the Aphelios, of course, is the fact that Varus can reach you before you can reach him. And if he just squishes you up a little bit, in comes the moon and out goes your team's hope of winning the fight, I suppose. As Cole yet again punished for abandoning his AD carry away in abandoning his AD carry in the mid lane yet again. Bunch of pings are going down, looking to pressure out the top side. Invictus Gaming with full control of OMG's jungle. Another piercing arrow flying in. Cole a little bit chunked out. Rookie just taking blue buff right now as the outer tier 2 tower falls in favor of Invictus Gaming. OMG, if they want to start a fight, they really don't have great initiation tools. All they really have is New with his ultimate. Krem could potentially become Diana for a brief moment in time, and that could lead to something. Abel, if he has his ultimate right now with Gravitum, will also be able to initiate, but OMG's initiation is by far and beyond not as consistent as Invictus Gaming, which means they can't really force in situations like this when they were at a man advantage. Baron is spawning in 15 seconds time, and OMG is still stuck within the confines of their base. feeling a little bit of claustrophobia, I do believe. Chains of Corruption have been stolen. Another initiation tool, I suppose, for OMG. But looks like Invictus Gaming not even interested in Baron coming up as Rookie stepping forward, just chunking out new. We look at the damage coming in from Rookies. Only level 12 too. Doesn't have the third level of his ultimate available as Invictus Gaming now. Will they use the ultimate to go in? Looks like they will. Realm Warp in, just trying to burst it down as fast as possible. OMG now scrambling to get into position. Can barely see it. No idea how much health it has. Wing stepping onto ward as it's at 4000 HP. Aki is coming out there. Full vision on him. Rookie will have the root. Aki flashing in a little bit too late. And Rookie standing on the lantern means that unfortunately the hero's attempt will not be able to... The heroic attempt, by Aki will not be OMG's salvation as Abel was just farming up a storm in the mid lane. Like I said, the beauty of having this inhibitor down is that there's a steady stream of income at least for most of your team, if not that one player that you really desperately need to pop off. Aphelios is kind of like a 3-item carry, and right now he's only stuck at 1.5 items, only ahead by about 13 CS, and is down many deaths. 1 minute and 50 seconds is available for Invictus Gaming to rotate the pressure down towards the bottom side, looking to just take away everything from OMG's jungle, looking to pillage the outer towers, looking to make OMG's little slice of home ever so smaller. And with the Baron buff, they might just begin sieging up the base before Dragon spawns in 1 minute and 30 seconds time. Rookie now only level 13. With all this grouping, Invictus Gaming will fall behind a little bit in terms of experience, but really, what does it matter when you're getting such huge gold influxes from all the outer towers falling without even a token defense wink, throwing out the damage. In comes the death sentence, nearly tagging up Shin. That would be a key target. Invictus Gaming need to win this fight. They just need to go in with Shin hitting as many people with the ultimate. OMG, on the other hand, need for Krem to pop off and need for Abel to stay alive long enough and be able to output as much consistent damage as possible, as Lucas is tagged up by the ultimate, as was Wink. Ultimate coming in as well from Abel. Unfortunately, it was his sniper gun. Oh no, it was his... He's got the best fighting guns right now, but unfortunately, look at him. He does no damage at all. And there's not really a tank on the side of Invictus Gaming as they just jump straight in onto New. The Botankis member in the backline, Shin just absolutely decimating what was left of OMG. Saw his opening, and with that Abel and Cole both fall, game has ended at 22 minutes time. Not the fastest game, believe it or not, as they flash away. Inhibitor spawned, unfortunately, meaning that the tower was invincible. So this is not for Eternals, this is not for stats, as Invictus Gaming now will begin to close out the game. Both Wookie and Rick trying their best to just ruin Krem's KDA as much as possible. And this game was very heavily in favor of Invictus Gaming. OMG just not playing to their composition, trying to make plays towards the top side. Very beautiful Punishers coming in from Invictus Gaming on the opposite side of the map. And the Punishers were much more deadly, I suppose you could say. They were much more punishing, I suppose, because of course Invictus Gaming was targeting OMG's win condition, and towards the end they just continued to not be able to stop them. Oh well, let's see how OMG managed to overcome these situations in Game 3, which we will be watching tomorrow. Interesting note is that LPL really is the team with the more engages, with the more dash. The team with more of the divers really are the ones that pop off the hardest, it does seem. And yeah, let's just see how Game 3 goes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see ya!